What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Something. Hit the keys. And in today's video, I just want to talk about 4 little gems of plugins that I found on United Plugins. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But with no further delay, let's get right into these plugins. Some, hit the key. All right, guys, so I definitely got to send a very special shout out to my friends over at ImageLine for facilitating these plugins to me to check out. No worries though, they have absolutely no say or bearing over anything that I'm going to say in this video. All the thoughts are mine and solely mine. So basically what I'm going to do is going to be a little different in this video. I'm not going to go through each of the plugins individually in order. I'm just going to kind of deconstruct the beat and show you how I use each one of these plugins on the beat. So I'm going to start right here with this piano. And on this piano, I use 3 of the plugins. So 3 of the plugins that we're talking about today, it's going to be this Expanse 3D plugin. It's also going to be this FireMaster plugin, which is fire. And this Morph verb plugin, which is also fire. And then we're also going to focus on quick bass, which doesn't get your basses right. So this is what the piano sounded like without any effects on there. All right, so then once I got the Expanse 3D on there, this basically is like a widening or puts your sounds in 3D. So we got it to sound like this. So I'll go ahead and bypass and then I'll turn it on so you can hear it. So here's what it sounded like bypassed. So this basically comes with 3 different controls. You have width, you have depth, and you have height so that you can basically shape that sound in 3D. So I'll mess with the knobs just a little so you can hear what they sound like. So as you can tell there, it's just spreading the sound out in so many different ways. So nice tool. The second thing that I did to this though was I added this FireMaster to it. Now this FireMaster is a solid plugin. This is an exciter. So this is basically going to add some body, some color, some air to whatever sound you put it on. So again, I'm going to play it on bypass and then I'm just going to turn it on. You're going to immediately hear what the Firestarter did to the piano. So it's on bypass. I mean, it's like night and day. It puts so much body and so much character into that piano. With this, you get a few different controls. So you get your dry wet knob right here so you can dial in. You get your bass right here. You get depth. You get some air and you get color. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just add some of these in so that you can hear what they sound like. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll take them all off. And then I'll just add them back in subtly so that you can hear what they sound like. So again, this is what that piano sounded like. And then I'm just going to add the effects as we go. So you can hear clear as day. You can do a lot to sculpt a sound. This is really good for your mixes, your final mixes. If you want to put it on that mix bus, you can use it on anything from drums to guitars, any other sound. It works on everything. The next sound that I used, or the next effect that I used from United Plugins, is this Morph verb. And this is probably my favorite of all of the 4 plugins because granted, it's a reverb plugin, but what's nice about this reverb plugin is that you have all your reverb types right here. And you can automate your reverb. So you can automate from a chamber reverb to a hall, to a room, to echoes, all that stuff as, you know, you're playing whatever instrument that you have it on. So again, here's bypass, what it sounded like, and then I'm just gonna hit the bypass and turn it on. Just a lovely sounding reverb. You get controls over here at the bottom over modulation and saturation as well. They also have compression on this. You got your dry, your wet, your length, all that good stuff. But I'm just gonna mess around with this for a second, and I'm gonna throw it on some different types of reverb so you can hear what it sounds like. So that's super solid. As you can see, it's just giving it a different sound with those different reverbs. And again, you can do stupid stuff like automate it. So, you know, you can push play and then you can automate it, move it around and get the reverbs to sound different. And that can create a pretty cool effect. All right, guys, so the next thing that I wanna show you this chain on is this guitar. So I grabbed this brighter humbucker out of the Flex, you know, out of stock sounds in FL Studio. It basically sounded like this before I threw distortion on there. All right, so then I threw some distortion on there, got it to sound like this. All right, so now once I started adding more stuff on there, like this Expanse 3D, I got it to sound like this. So you can hear clear as day, the Expanse 3D, widen that sound out. And then I threw this Fire Master on there. And once I threw the Fire Master on there, again, this is what it sounded like bypass, and I'll turn it on mid-play. And so you can hear the Fire Master added so much more to it. And then I threw the Morph verb on there. And yeah, you already know. Just made that sound really good. And then to go with that piano, it sounded like this. So the fourth plugin and the one that you haven't seen yet, it's called Quick Bass. When you check out Quick Bass, it looks like this. Basically, this is an effect that you're gonna throw on your bass guitar. And it allows for you to get the bass sound that you want. I was sold on this immediately because as soon as I put it on the bass guitar that I was using, this is the initialized preset and you're gonna hear it. So this is what the bass sounded like in the beat without the Quick Bass on there. And now if I just throw the Quick Bass on there, it's just gonna boost it so much. It is gonna give you some white noise, but it's gonna sound like this. Super solid in my opinion. Let's go ahead and mute everything but the bass for just a moment. And so again, if we were to turn this off and we just hit play, now we'll turn it on. And so it's super nice. It's got different kind of, you know, types for finger, for slap, all that good stuff. It's got this doubler feature over here, which is solid too. Doubles up the sound, widens it out for you. Also love the sub bass because you can add more bass into your bass guitar. But but it's just got a bunch of good stuff from saturation, dry, wet, release, mids, highs, lows, all that other stuff. A very solid tool for your bass guitars. For me, I have a whole bunch of amp simulations. I mean, I got a ton of good stuff for guitars, but I'm being 100% real with y'all. I'll probably go to this for my bass guitars because it's just easy to just slap something on there and you're automatically gonna get a good sound. So again, I'm not a guitar player, so I can't speak on behalf of all the guitar players out there, but for the genres of music that I do and the stuff that I do, this is great for the bass guitar. All right, guys, so I just want to show you a couple more things real quick. I use the plugins on Arcade on my vocals on this beat as well. And so the vocal sounded like this initially. All right, so then once I threw Firemaster on there, right, so it definitely excited that vocal. And then we added Expanse 3D on there. So that added a little bit of 3D to it. And then you obviously know what comes next, that Morph verb. And once we threw the Morph verb on there, so super solid, super solid. I mean, you can use this on everything from your drums to your mix bus, to your bass, to your 808s, as far as the Firemaster. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna play the full beat. The beat's not all the way mixed down because I haven't fully mixed the beat all the way down. But I'm gonna play it first without Firemaster, and then I'm gonna let it keep playing, and then I'm gonna play Firemaster in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this part. And let's go. All right, so if you were listening, you can hear all the detail that it was adding to the track. So it was bringing out like the transients of like the hi-hats, the kicks, and all that other stuff. But it was also giving you a little bit of high-end sheen, and it was gluing everything together. And then we boosted the bass a little bit, so it was also boosting the bass as well. So this little exciter right here is very solid. Realistically, guys, in my personal opinion, I think all the plugins are solid. Really, I got to look through a list of a few different plugins, and I picked out what I wanted to bring to you guys today. I really like all 4 of these plugins. I really like the Morph verb though, the Morph reverb. That stuff is solid. I almost slipped there. Very solid. Obviously, this Firemaster I like, and that quick bass, super solid as well. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.